35 minutes? I thought it was 6 minutes. What's the story, Morning Glory? I mean, you can get that much on a regular DVD, but it is high def.
High def.
That's the point. How many gigabytes is that? 25 gigs?
25 gigs.
25 gigs per layer. They have dual-sided. They have probably dual layer, dual-sided. So they're getting higher and higher.
Everything is dual.
It's all dual, baby. Kris Krug is here. He's the president of Bright. Bright.com is a really, BRYGHT.com is a very, very cool place where you can get Drupal hosting and create a community website with the help of Bright for a very affordable price. He also is a fashion photographer. You see his pictures all over, including magazines like JPEG, Ion, Flickr. And he is a regular here on the show. We're always glad to have him in. And you're going to show us how to free the internet.
Well, that's right, yeah.
Power to the people. We all, you know, somebody once said the number one internet service provider in the world is Linksys. That's basically an unprotected Linksys router where you just go around till you find somebody named Linksys and you use it. This is a way of doing the same thing, but legitimately, securely, and kind of as a community service.
That's right. I'm working with a bunch of other people here in Vancouver on a project called Freethenet.ca, and what we've done is we've taken these Meraki Wi-Fi routers and we have started to distribute them across Vancouver, and they share their signals with each other. So if you run one on your internet connection and I run one on my internet connection, they join to form one network that can bridge across the street.
That's something technically called a mesh network.
Mesh network, correct.
So you could even set this up, if I didn't have an internet connection, I could actually just put one up here. It would kind of pass along somebody else's, as long as I could reach somebody else's.
If you think of it, if you have 3 apartment buildings in a row and maybe the one in the middle doesn't have internet, but they install a box like this, it will still bridge the internet between the first building and the third building.
So we've seen this with another company, the Spanish company Fonera, which does those little FON routers. But that's a commercial enterprise. In fact, you can give it away, but you can also charge for it. This is really kind of grassroots to share the net, right?
Well, Meraki is a for-profit company, but Freethenet.ca is a non-profit.
Using the Meraki.
Yeah, using the Meraki.
Got it.
They do allow you to set up different settings, like you could charge for the internet access that you provide here through the admin control panel. That's not what we're doing right now.
So the biggest difference between this and the FON router is that you don't have to have an internet connection. You have to have a Wi-Fi connection at least.
That's right, and I believe the FON routers are not mesh routers.
They don't use that mesh technology. So how much is the router?
The routers are $70.
Now, I should point out that one of the nice things about this, the way it comes out of the box, you plug it into your existing router and you're secure. You're not letting people into your network. Sometimes, you know, I'll do this. I'll leave my router open to kind of share the wealth.
That's right.
But then people can see what I'm doing. They can get into my network. This doesn't have that property.
Right. These ones have the local networks locked down, so someone can't come in and see your computer, print to your printer, see your files, do things like that. It runs a private admin network, so you can allocate your bandwidth to yourself, and then some extra or residual bandwidth to share amongst the whole network.
So you don't have to worry about somebody taking all your bandwidth.
That's right. You can cap it in terms of percentages, 80%.
Show us the map. Now, you've got a map of Vancouver. These are people who have agreed to do. Are they basically altruists who just say, yeah, I think this is a good idea?
Tinkerers, technologists, altruists, people who believe in kind of closing the digital divide and believe
making
in
it accessible.
Yeah, a lot of us believe that internet access should be a commodity like water or you know, power or heat. That it should be something that's very accessible.
And many of us have so much bandwidth that we don't use it all the time.
That's right.
To share a little bit of bandwidth is not a big deal. Let me ask you, since I think we have somebody going crazy in the other room. Sean, is it going to be okay? He's just happy about the free internet. Let me ask you, for people who are doing this, what will I see? Will I see Meraki? Will I see, if I go in this neighborhood, how will I know that
the network's called Freethenet.ca.
So I'll see that as the SSID?
That's right, yeah.
I'll see Freethenet.
Yep.
And then I just log into it, and then what happens?
You don't even log into it. You just connect to it. A splash page comes up. It says connect to the internet, and you're online. Yeah.
So I don't have to sign up. I don't have to give you a password. I don't have to give you any information. It's just there.
And obviously, you can do it from a handheld Wi-Fi device or a laptop or.
Now I know Gastown is well represented.
Yeah. So this is a map of Vancouver. We started this initiative a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago.
Yep.
That's fantastic.
We've had probably 30 boxes or so picked up from our office, and we pre-ordered a whole bunch of boxes to help get the initiative off the ground.
They're about $70 each.
They're about $70. Take a look at this graphic real quick. There's a few different ones available.
You could do an outdoor one.
There's the mini. There's the outdoor one. We're getting this one on roofs.
I like that idea.
Roofs. It has a lot more power, so it helps blanket the area even further.
Now, if I wanted to organize this for my neighborhood or my small community, Should I come to you and find out how you did it? Is there a central resource for this?
Well, you can go to Freethenet.ca or you can go to Vancouver.freethenet.ca. Those are both sites that we've put up that document this project.
That's
and
neat.
Yeah, you can buy them from Meraki. You can sell them to your neighbors.
Are you encouraging this all over the world? Are you encouraging people to do this?
Yeah, there's other folks doing it as well. We're
idea.
one of the bigger Meraki networks that are up right now, but there's other folks using different technologies to do this around.
Freethenet.ca. Look for Freethenet.ca the next time you're in Vancouver. You can use the bandwidth for free. And you know what? I'm going to set this up in my little town of Petaluma. What a great way to do grassroots open access to the internet. I just love that idea. And so I'll buy a few of these, sell them to my neighbors and my friends, and maybe we'll have a whole Meraki network there too.
You can walk down your whole street without leaving one Wi-Fi network.
That's neat.
Yeah.
You don't have to re-log in as you move around.
Our goal is by the end of the year, you should be able to walk from one end of Gastown to the other end of Gastown.
Works, and that's what's so cool about it. Kris Krug's at bryght.com and many other places. He joins us regularly to talk about the neatest stuff that's happening on that. Thank you, Kris. A final word coming up, and we're going to find out who the nutball is right after this. You stay right here. Oh, that was wild.